good morning, and welcome. Welcome to the Youth Education Summit. We are very excited to be here today and to share with you certain principles that have truly transformed our lives and the life of our children, and we would love to share them with you today.
Yes, very welcome to the Youth Education Summit. My name is Amit Ambegaonkar. I am a business consultant, international best-selling author, certified success trainer, and I'm a professional speaker.
And my name is Swapna Ambegaonkar. I'm a certified success trainer with Jack Canfield. I'm a motivational speaker and a transformational coach.
Yes, and today we decided to pick this very specific topic because this topic is really benefited us, our children, and the people around us, whomever we've talked to this whole topic about how to become really successful. And what we've done is we've picked up 5 most important success principles to share with you today.
Exactly. These are the principles that you can use in any area of your life, whether it be in your relationships, you want to improve your relationships, or if you have a business, you want to improve your business, or in general, if you just want to enhance and transform your life. These are the 5 key principles that have worked tremendously well for not only ourselves, but thousands and millions of people around the globe. And we are very fortunate to be coaches alongside teaching the principles that we have learned from our mentor, Mr. Jack Canfield.
Absolutely. And when we do training and coaching for entrepreneurs and small business owners, we find that the same principles which can be applied by moms and dads and kids can be applied at a whole different level by entrepreneurs and business owners to create the same spectacular results in their life and business.
Yep, absolutely. So let's get started.
Let's get started. So I'm going to be talking about the first principle, and the first principle is about taking responsibility. It is about taking 100% responsibility for whatever has happened and is happening in your life. And first time when you hear this, it sounds quite overwhelming. You say, oh my God, I can't take responsibility for all what's happening. I cannot control everything that's happening around me. And that's a very good confront. It's a very good point to start with. But you need to understand that this responsibility is what will make you, what will help you to actually gain control. Because if you start from this viewpoint that, you know what, I want to start taking responsibility. Maybe at the beginning you cannot take 100% responsibility, and that's perfectly okay. You may start with maybe 5% responsibility. So in an area that you want to improve, can you take 5% more responsibility in that area? And once you start coming from this viewpoint, you look at that area and take a little bit more responsibility, and you keep building your responsibility in that area, you will notice that the results that you create in that area automatically start improving because you are more present there. You have decided to take more responsibility, and automatically by doing that, you start to gain more control. That's the first principle.
Yes, it is one of the most powerful principles. It is the foundation upon which everything else is built. So once you understand this principle and you really start applying it in life, you will see magic, literally transformational
Absolutely.
magic happen in your life. And we really urge you to start by taking 5% responsibility. Like Amit said, it's really important for you to be aware of what's happening in your life, and by just being aware of it and by stepping up your game and saying that, okay, you know what, I'm responsible, I'm here to create my own life, and I will do it by taking the 5% responsibility.
Absolutely. And that's a very good point to start with. And the way that you can do it is once you start taking that responsibility, you will see things start to change. And the moment you see these things start to change, you validate it. You don't say that, oh, this was nothing. Whatever you see, whatever changes you see, you start validating them. Because the next principle that we're going to talk to you about is how do you actually create that around you. It is about very important point about how do you create these things that are happening around you, and how do you start to gain control over these things.
Exactly, because one thing, once you realize that up until now, whatever has happened in your life, it is because that you have created it. Once you get that whatever has happened, I have created it. And if I want something different, if I want a better life, if I want to improve my life, all I need to be aware is that if I can create it, I can uncreate it and I can recreate something better. So it's just fascinating how this principle works.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And that's why we strongly encourage you to follow the second principle that we're talking about, that decide what you want to achieve in life. Decide exactly what you want to achieve in life. How do you want your day to look like? How do you want your surroundings to look like? You need to make that decision first before you actually see it happening around you.
Absolutely. It ties with the first principle where I said that if you are aware of everything that's happening around you, that you are the creator. If you're just coming with that awareness, is that whatever happens, you are manifesting that, in this universe, then it is your responsibility, and you want to now create a better life for yourself and for those around you, for your loved ones, your family, your friends. You need to know what that better life looks like, right? You need to be able to vision that. You need to be able to clearly have that picture in your mind first before you know what steps you need to take.
Exactly. And this is amazing. This is really important, because sometimes if you don't start by putting things there, if you don't decide what you want, then something actually gets put by someone else.
Ooh.
And then things start to happen, and then you wonder, why did this happen? And a very simple example to look at, like if you look at a lawn, and if you don't take proper care of the lawn, what you're going to get is weeds. So it's really important that you decide what you want in your lawn. How do you want your lawn to look like? By making that decision and by working towards it, is how you're going to have a very beautiful life around you.
Exactly. So once you have that crystal clear picture in your mind, you have the vision. Now you need to convert that vision into clearly defined goals. And that's where the power of goal setting comes into picture.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because once you set your goals, you're actually turning the vision into a reality. And this is the most powerful way of how you can create a life which is under your control. And like Amit said, it's not put in there by someone else.
Yeah, absolutely. And by using this third principle, the magic of goal setting, what you're doing you're making it very specific. So if you say that as a business owner, if you say, oh, I want to make a lot of money, that doesn't really make sense, because a lot of money could mean $1,000 for someone, it could mean $100 for someone, it could mean $1 million for someone. So whenever you're setting this goal, whenever you're setting a very specific goal, make sure that you put that dollar amount, you put the date, you put the amount of kilograms or pounds that you're going to weigh after that particular date, on that particular date, at that particular time. The more specific you do your goal setting, the more chances, you're increasing the chances of achieving that specific goal.
Exactly. And I would also recommend you have a big goal, like one big goal that scares you.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be realistic, but at the same time, it should be big enough that you will be inspired to work towards that goal.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the fourth principle.
Fourth principle, absolutely. And the fourth principle is actually very interesting, because now that you've decided where you want to go, you've started to move, you've started to take some strides in that area, and now you started to actually put things there as your goals, very specific. Now what we recommend is using the fourth principle that we're going to discuss here. Is imagine that you're driving a car. Okay? Imagine that you are on the road and you're driving, you've now set your goal on a specific target, and suddenly you see that your handbrakes are on. What are you going to do? Are you going to really push the accelerator harder in order for you to go fast, or are you going to release the brakes?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really fascinating that a lot of people have these handbrakes on while they are driving. Now, of course, this is just an example I'm sharing with you, but in life you will see there are a lot of limitations that people set on themselves. They have these limitations that they think, oh, that's it, I cannot go beyond that. But it's just a handbrake. It is something that you have decided to stop yourself from achieving that higher goal, because there is nothing in this universe, there's nothing around you that has actually put the limitation on you. You have decided that limitation, and that's the handbrakes we're talking about.
Yeah, it is all the self-limiting beliefs. It's all the internal obstacles. It's the little talk that goes on in your mind. It's all the, what you call it, the self-talk?
Self-talk, yeah.
The self-talk. That's what all we're talking about. It's just the considerations that you have, and all you need to do is get rid of these limitations, get rid of those barriers that you have put on yourself, and you will see that your car will really speed up.
Exactly. And this is one of the fastest way to do it, because generally you will see people put in a hard work and they put in a lot of effort to achieve that without actually releasing the brakes. So if you realize that, you know what, I want to go fast, I want to achieve that result much faster than what I've ever done, and while you're working hard at it, while you're working to achieve that result, if you just have a look as to what are the brakes that I'm applying, what is stopping me, what is slowing me down, what can I do to get rid of these fake realities that are surrounding me, and actually can I move faster without any more effort? Because it's all about going faster without increasing the effort. The moment you release those brakes, the moment you get rid of the self-limiting belief, you're actually going to go faster without any effort.
Absolutely. Wow. This is one of the most powerful principles.
Yes.
And that's why we have handpicked 5 in the time that we have with you here on camera, and for us to share it with you. But honestly, there are 67 principles. And if you ever get a chance to read those success principles, we highly recommend you do so. You can even contact us, and we would love to share more with you about it. These are the principles that Jack Canfield has put in place, and we really, really recommend for you to go through these principles. He has success principle for the teens. So I think it's really the foundation upon which everything should be built.
Amazing.
So let's come to the 5th principle.
Yes, the 5th principle is the most important one. The most important one. And it is actually to take action. Because nothing happens unless you take action. So you might be talking about it, you might be thinking about it, you might be doing this and that, but unless you take action to achieve the result, nothing is going to happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. You cannot be just thinking and expecting something to change in your life. You have to get up and take action.
Yes, absolutely. And what action do you take? How do you change that mindset and all this? Really, really powerful information. We can definitely share the intricacies, the details of that information. But first, in this particular session, we just wanted to give you an overview of what these principles are, because when we teach entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, we teach them these principles, we teach them the application of each and every principle, and we would love for you to connect with us. You can just head on to our website, yourprofoundsolutions.com, and connect with us, because we really want to help you with these principles and many more things to help you achieve the success that you truly deserve yourself.
Absolutely. And enhance your lives, the lives that you love, the people around you, your community, your society. These principles have really transformed our lives and our children's lives, and as a family, as a unit, as a family, we have seen profound results using these principles and much more that we have learned from all our mentors. And we would love to share them with you more, and please do connect with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for listening in. We discussed the 5 major principles today. Listen to this video and try to apply it whatever level you can. Even the last step that we talked about, taking action. You don't have to take this massive action and be perfect at it and all that. That's a total myth. Just take the action that you can. Maybe right now, the phase that you are in your life, maybe you cannot take a massive action. That's okay. Just take whatever level that you can. Thus, the fact that you started to move in the right direction is the right thing to do.
Wonderful.
Yes, it was awesome. It was
It
awesome.
was amazing, and we love talking to you, and we would love to stay connected. And thank you so much to the organizers and everyone who was a part of the Youth Education Summit.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm very happy to be here, to be a part of the Youth Education Summit. And I would really like to thank Anua Global, the amazing team behind it. I would like to thank Anua Heroes and just the whole team and the team of volunteers that have put together this event in order to reach different youth in around the globe. It's not a local event, it's an event that is going to touch millions and millions of lives, and we are so fortunate that we could play a part in this summit.
Absolutely. We are truly blessed and honored that we could be a part of this, and we really extend our gratitude to everyone who made this possible. So thank you so much, and see you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.